Hello and welcome to the second video in my Everything Dreamcast series. Everything Dreamcast is me showcasing exactly what it says on the tin, everything to do with Dreamcast. This episode is going to focus on the controller. So first of all we'll start with this one here. Here's my sealed controller, move that over there, and then we go to a not sealed but boxed controller. Then we go to a nicely white controller, and finally we go to a slightly yellowed controller. So anyway, we'll use a little bit cleaner white controller. So Dreamcast controller, it does look like some kind of alien device. It's very different to a lot of controllers, almost as obscure as the Nintendo 64 and GameCube ones in my opinion. So we'll dive right in. So there's the analog stick. Only a single analog stick on the Dreamcast controller. It's a shame it didn't have two, but there you go. It hasn't got any rubber padding on the actual thumbstick, but it has got these little plastic bobbles, not indentations, protrusions. So it has got a fair amount of grip. It's nice and accurate. The D-pad, same again. It's overall it's pretty nice. You know, there's if you need to do diagonal attacks or movements, it does work pretty well. We've got the start button there, a nice fat triangle, no select button, and the four face buttons, the generic A, B, X, Y in different colour coordination, I should bloody say if I can get my words out, to the snares and the Xbox pads. On the back, we'll flip it over, we've got two triggers, actual triggers as well, which I think are very nice and springy, and they are pressure sensitive. So say for a racing game, you hold it down, say halfway slow, pull it fully down, full throttle. There's the other one. Also, it has got two ports for accessories, i.e. VMUs, the visual memory units, the memory cards of the Dreamcast, or rumble packs, things like that. I've got one here, so there's the memory unit. So if I just clip that in and then put my grubby rumble pack in, I'll just show you the controller in its full equipped glory. So there we go. So that's full. It adds a fair bit of weight to it at the top end, but it's nothing major. There's a screen for the VMU. So the controller, I am happy with it. It's one of my favourite controls. I think it fits really nicely in the hand. It's nice and wide, nice bulky hand grips there. It's not going to fall out of your hand anytime soon. It is a very strange design, like I say. Compare it to a more modernised controller, the PS3, the DualShock 3. I don't have a PS2 pad to control it to from the same era, but it's pretty much the same. Thumbsticks wise, yeah, the rubber is better, but it's in no way as terrible as the N64 one or the C button on the GameCube. It does have rubber on, but it's just weird. GameCube is one of my favourite controllers, don't get me wrong. So, what are people's thoughts on this controller? Like I said, with the one analog stick, it was a strange move, to be honest, considering DualShock 1 had been out. I think DualShock 1 had come out for a fair few years before this. I know original PS1 controller didn't have analog sticks, but it would have been nice for first-person shooters. But I did play Unreal Tournament earlier on today, and controlling a first-person's entire movement with just this, and then using these for the up, down, left, right, and strafing is very strange. But we were used to it back then, so I can't really complain and give it negative thoughts. So there's the controller. All in all, it's in my top 3 of favourite controllers. My favourite one being the GameCube, then the DualShock 3, DualShock 4, then the Dreamcast controller. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another episode of Everything Dreamcast in maybe a week or so.